Welcome to the Referrals Podcast, the show designed to help everyone from the solopreneur to the Fortune 500 company win the referral game. If you want to build a company with an army of ambassadors and raving fans who speak highly of you and refer you willingly, you are in the right place. And now, here is your host, Michael J. Maher.
Welcome, everyone. Hello. Do we have the most special episode in the history of the Weekly Wow today? I cannot wait to hear the wows that come out of your face today. Today is the Weekly Wow from CRTs. That's right. Certified Referral Trainers have been training the last couple of days, and now they're going to share their wisdom, their words of wisdom with you at what we are creatively titling the CRT Summit. This is a free summit. What you might want to do right now is start a watch party. The way you do that is to go down to share, and then it says start a watch party, and then start a watch party on your personal profile in Facebook. If you have a Facebook group, start your watch party in that group. You do not need to start a watch party in the Generosity Generation. We already have that. It's happening right now. You're at it. You are attending. You made it. But I'm telling you right now, this is a free summit. This is a free summit. And you have the opportunity to share the 7L system with your office, with your broker, with your friends. This is not just real estate related. This is not just for lenders. This is not just for mortgage professionals. It's not just for financial services, CPAs. It's not just for networkers, though we are going to talk about networking. Everybody from the stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, the teenager, the college co-ed, all the way up to a grandfather or grandmother is going to get something from this summit. So I'm very excited to bring this to you today. Now, I want you to know some housekeeping items. It is going to take me a second to bring on a participant and then make them a panelist and then get started with their introduction. So there will be what you might want to call some awkward moments as we do some housekeeping. And I'm not going to go off live and come back on live in between our speakers, but I will tell you that you are going to want to tune in for every single one of these. Listen, it's only 12, right? So it's not even a couple of hours. We're going to rock it. Each one is less than 10 minutes long. So it's very quick, very nice, very easy. And you can kind of digest the material in a very short period of time. And we're really focusing on one strategy at a time. So without further ado, we're going to start the Weekly Wow, a special edition, the CRT Summit. So the first guest that I'm going to bring on is named Russell Rich. So this will take a second. So welcome. And by the way, do me a favor. While I'm doing this in Facebook Live, and if you are watching this on a watch party, congratulations to you for taking the time out. I really appreciate that. And so does whoever did the watch party. The other thing too is I want you to put your name, profession, location in the comment. So just so you get used to commenting, but here's the other thing I want you to know. This has happened. Is sometimes people will be wanting to refer someone like you who does what you do in the place that you live. So it's easy to refer that person if we see that they're like-minded and they're on the Generosity Generation. So please put your name, profession, location in the comment box below while I bring Russell up to the forefront. I am so excited for my Generosity Generation. I am so excited for you listeners and viewers who get to see what we're about to share with you today. Without further ado, we're going to jump right in. Welcome to the CRT Summit. This is a free summit for our Generosity Generation members and the people that they know. Russell Rich, it's good to be rich, but you know what's even better than being rich? Being Russell Rich. Russell Rich is a real estate professional in North Texas. That's right, Dallas-Fort Worth area, providing win-win solutions for his clients, whether it is buying or selling a home for themselves or investing in real estate. He has an almost 100% referral-based business. He is a founding member of Michael's Certified Referral Trainer Academy. He is passionate about helping professionals look to improve their businesses and personal lives. And he has been given many wonderful titles, which they give away in real estate very easily. But the ones that mean the most to him are husband, father, and papa, which means grandfather. Russell Rich, welcome to the Weekly Wow and welcome to the CRT Summit. The stage is yours, brother. I appreciate you, and I can't wait for you to get us started with begin the end in mind. What else would we be doing if we did not begin with the end in mind? Thank you for being here.
Michael, I'm really honored and excited to be here today to share with you and Jen something out of your book that helped change my life. It's a gem that many people will overlook, and that's the beginning with the end in mind. My story kind of began in 2016 when after I'd lost my wife and became a real estate agent. I was looking for a way to refocus my life. And as I did that, there was a line in there, the beginning with the end in mind, that really set it apart for me. And that's probably the most powerful line in the whole book to me. It changed my entire life. It helped us begin by taking my life from being aimless and going from kind of unfocused, as you can imagine, after losing my wife with four kids, and trying to figure out where I was going. On top of that, I'd been through a reduction in force about 3 months before she passed away, so I was still working with a new job, getting familiar with that. This what I'm going to share with you is take you from being aimless to aimed. To do that, we first have to go and assess where we are. Am I going the direction I want to do? What direction do I want to go? Where am I? So we have to assess that first. Because if we don't know where we are, as I say, an unnamed arrow hits its target every time. Every time. Think about that for a second. So do you know where you're at? Do you know where you want to go? And what we're going to do as we go through this, the second part is imagine. I want you to take a moment. Think about this. As you imagine this, put your imagination caps on. Look at, you're walking into this memorial service. Things are a little bit off. You walk up and you look at the casket, and in the casket is you. I know we don't like to think about that, but you know what? We all know it's coming. Someday we're going to be gone. Who's there? Is everybody that you want in the room? If they're not, what are you going to do to change that between now and when that happens? You may not be able to change those things so that they can be there, but if you can, what are you going to do? Is it give forgiveness? Is it, talk to them about it? Is it put aside your pride? Whatever that is. Second, because the next thing is after we imagine it, we're going to do a little memory work. Now, because we are all members of the Gen generation and we think ahead and we prepare and we want to help others out and make their lives easier, we've prepared for them a very simple eulogy. Because we know that they care about us because we've been generous and they're going to probably be crying and choking up, we wanted to make this simple. So in 12 words, you've given them a 12-word eulogy. Your task is to come up with those 12 words. I want you to take a moment right now, get a piece of paper. If you don't have it already out, taking notes. And I want you to write down the first 2 or 3 words of how you want to be remembered.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys all to do that right now on the Facebook Live, in the comments below. What are 1, 2, or 3 words that you would want someone to say in their eulogy of you? How do you want to be remembered? What are 1, 2, or 3 of those words? What a powerful exercise. Do it now. Do it either on a piece of paper or please comment what those words might be. That's awesome stuff, Russell.
As you fill those words in, just think about this. Is not an easy task for many of us. I know it wasn't for me. It took me nearly a year to come up with my 12 words. And if y'all don't mind, I'll share my little 12-word eulogy. A man after God's own heart, generous in all things. And generous, I mean by generous in all things, all areas of my life. Selfless, servant leader, loving, and compassionate. Now, yours don't have to be that. Yours could be, I want to be a great author. I want to be a world famous dancer, whatever. Whatever is you, that's what you need to put down. But that's who I am at my stage in life. And as you go through life and events, those things are going to change. So come back to this in January or December every year and look at that, and, throughout your life, make those changes. Now, as you do that, you'll see that you may wonder, how is this going to take and help me have a more meaningful life, a more purposeful life? Well, for me, what it does is it gives me a roadmap. When I've done something, let's say that, part of my now is being honest and integrity and that kind of stuff. That's part of who I am. Well, guess what? When I'm doing 75 miles an hour and the speed limit's 65, am I being honest? So it's changed how I drive. It changes how you interact with people, how you listen to them. It's changed how I listen to people. I listen for what they're saying instead of trying to answer that beforehand. So that helps me know. And when I'm not there, and believe me, I'm not there. There's many days I'm having to struggle with this or one area or the other. But get back on course. It lets you know. Once you've got that, the next thing you have to do is evaluate. So after you've got your 12 words of eulogy, send this same request out to help make yourself a better person. Now, this is a real challenge. Ask your spouse to give you 12 words. Ask if you, like me, I've got grown children. I've asked them for how they see me. Ask friends and coworkers that you trust, that will be honest with you, that will share that with you, because if they're not honest with you and you don't know what you need to change, then you can't change it, or you won't change it. The next thing you need to do is take the action. Take action. Fill these things out. Ask, evaluate. And on your action, you may come back with your friends may come back with 5 things that you see that are different. They may come up with some words that you didn't even think about yourself. I asked this last night, and my wife came up with loyalty. I'm very loyal to my family and my friends. If you're my friend, you're my friend. I don't care. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what your political beliefs are. I know this time I'm not trying to cause a debate here. I don't care. You're my friend. I don't care what you posted. You're my friend. There's things that go beyond all of that, and that's where I'm at. I'm going to care for you. I love you. I want you to be part of my life. I want to go a mile deep with you instead of a mile wide with people. So what I ask you to do is, with that, take action. Take one of those things. The one that I would ask you to work on first is the one, as you look through and you've compared what your friends and family have sent back to you to what you want to be, look at that and decide, what action do I need to do that if I do this one action, it will make me a better person. And by doing so, it may make other things either easier or unnecessary to go through life. Again, as we kind of close this thing out, be aimed. Know, assess where you are now. Imagine who's at your funeral. Your memory, the 12-word eulogy. Evaluate how your friends, families, and coworkers see you. Take action. and you can take your life from aimless to aim and have a more purposeful, meaningful life. If there's any way that I can help you, please feel free to reach out to me via my email at Russell, RUSSELL, at russellrich.com. That's RUSSELLRICH.com. Or text me at 469-645-8986. And I can go back through this with you. We can set up some time that maybe we can do some one-on-one counseling, or if you want me to come teach it to a group, I would love to do that for you and share this and other lessons from within 7L. Please feel free. I love to share, as part of my generosity, is sharing my knowledge and experience. Again, thank you for letting me be here today, Michael.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What's better than being rich? It's being Russell Rich. Are you kidding me with this? This is so good. I love the acronym. I hope everybody took note of that. Every single one of those letters meant so much, like assess, like take assessment of where you are, like in life, where you want to be, where you want to go. An unaimed arrow always hits at target. You're going to end up in the end of life, unaimed, people are going to remember you the way they're going to remember. You have a choice. You can change the narrative. You are in control of the narrative. And imagine, as hard as it may seem, imagine that funeral. We lost a couple of great ones this week. We lost Gail Henderson out of Arizona, one of the top agents this planet has ever seen. Great lady. She was so strong, so independent. And then we also lost Valerie Hunter Kelly out of Tennessee, who is one of the most awesome people on the planet. Both of those were Star Power stars with us. And you know what? Their memory is going to be phenomenal. Their memory, their words are definitely loving, generous, appreciative. And I love that you shared with us your 12 words, Russell. And, that's what I love about the CRTs. That's what I love about the CRT Summit. No BS, people. Like, they're talking about what they've done and what they are doing. This isn't like, how many people have ever, Stephen Covey talks about begin with the end in mind. I wonder if he did like a 12-word eulogy before he passed, and it's like one of those where it's like, he didn't just say do it. He's done it. He's been there, and he gave us the structure to do it. And then the evaluation piece of sharing that with your kids, sharing that with your sister, brother, sharing it with your spouse, and then reviewing it and having them come up with their 12 words, drop the mic. And then the last one, I love that the D in aimed is do, because we do need to do. So Russell, that was awesome. I really appreciate it. And nice work, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you again. It was an honor being here.